Oh, we got a couple of people. Wow. Hey, look at that. 3. Oh my goodness. Well, go ahead and introduce yourself, guys. I'm not real um, versed on live stream etiquette, so I'm not sure exactly what to do now. But if you could, go ahead and introduce yourselves. Hopefully, I've got this set where I can see it. Let's see, live chat. All messages visible. That's probably what should be highlighted. Oh, there you go. Okay, now I can see your chats. Karen's story. Hey, how you doing? And then what do we got? Nick and who dat Lucas. I don't think I've met you yet, Nick. Oh, Troll 2009. I know exactly who that is. That would be Danielle from Live Oak. Hey, I got the payment sent off for the Suwannee County Fair, so I will be seeing you there. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, Karen. I'm actually out here at the fairgrounds right now, and like everybody's gone except for just a few trailers. And I went in there and asked the fair board, can I stay for one extra night? Because I didn't want to have to pay for a campground, and they were gracious enough to say, yeah, you can stay an extra night. And so I'm out here at the fairgrounds, and it's just me. It's like way over there. There's, I think, a horse trailer. I think there might be one other camper out here, and so I get a free night. Woo! Free electrical hookup, free bathroom, all of it. That was nice of them to do that. Yes. Nestor's inside the camper. Oh wait, what happened to the? There you go. Okay. Nick, who dat Lucas? Tell me a little about yourself. Do you have a channel that I've subscribed to, or are you known by any other name that I might recognize? Have we chatted before? Any of that? Yes, I have hookups. They hooked me up. We got to hook up. I've tried live streaming before. I think my mistake was I live streamed like on a weekday. I'm starting to realize Sunday afternoon is a prime time for live streaming. Oh, you found me through Yankee in the South. Yes, Will and Don. Such a fun couple. I met them at the Granger County Tomato Festival in 2018, and Don Will had his gimbal, and he was just over there taking video of the tractors, because they had some very rustic-looking antique tractors that he thought was cool, and he's over there he's got his gimbal, and he's taking his professional steady cam shots of this antique tractor, and I just walked right up with my camera rolling and said, "This gimbal is the kind that I want." And he turns around like, "Who this is? Who are you?" But he was gracious enough to be not to be weirded out enough to to ask me about myself and find out about my channel, and we exchanged information. He gave me a shout out on that vlog. I gave him a shout out on mine. Like it did him any good. I think at the time I had maybe 100 subscribers, so he did me a favor a lot more than I did his. Let's see, Nick and Will and Don channel and NTL, as well as many others. Yes, I think we're all kind of connected around that area, around the Tennessee. It's a very tight-knit group. There's NTL, and then there's Will and Don. And who else? I'm forgetting the name. There's another guy that's like, he's got this really southern accent, and he likes to do those claw machine games, and he'll do some videos. I think he's got like 270 something subscribers right now. So I'll go on there and watch his stuff every once in a while, because he's got a real like comfort in front of the camera. It's like just himself. Is that right? Joshua Bolton? That sounds right. Yeah. And of course Jacob the Carpetbagger, which he's from. Is it North Carolina or South Carolina? It's one of those. He's from part of the Carolinas where they drink a lot of cheer wine. I know that because he's done plenty of cheer wine reviews. And I even did some cheer wine stuff on my channel at one point. Uh, Will Waynesville. He's in North Carolina. Yeah, I think I pass by that area on the way to the coast when I do the Blueberry Festival every year. But yeah, man, when you guys all got to meet Jacob the Carpetbagger and Adam the Woo out at that big chili cook-off last year, I was watching those videos because it was coming out on everybody's channel. Jacob had videos coming out. NTL had videos. Josh had videos. Yankee in the South, and it was like seeing all the same story from different points of view. And I was just like, I wish I was there. I so wished I was there. But at the time, I was working at the Peanut Festival in, I think it was Alberta, Alabama. And, oh, Josh is in North Carolina as well. Okay. Yeah, so, I was making so much money out there, so I didn't really regret not being at the chili cook-off because I was bringing in some good money. But yet I was just like, oh my goodness. And I remember, like, Adam the Woo he went and got like these cinnamon buns, like these really nice cinnamon buns, and he was like grabbing hunks off of it and just stuffing it in everybody's mouth. Oh, that was awesome. I would love to meet Adam the Woo in person because he has a very unique approach to YouTubing. Because oh wait, let me read this. I did leave a on MSG. I did leave a MSG on when you had a mix-up for a fair during the government shutdown. You drove late into the night and campground shut down, and oh, okay. So you left a comment that time when I actually drove. You know what? That was kind of my own fault, not really being up on the like current situation. But I purposely don't watch the news because I find it stressful. So yeah, I should have known there was going to be a government shutdown, but it all worked out, and I really thank you guys for, you know, coming in and saying, "Oh my goodness, that's terrible," and trying to give me some suggestions and, you know, showing concern. Is that when you're out on the road alone, it's nice to know there's somebody out there looking out for you and thinking about you. So that's I really appreciate it when you guys do that. Anyway. Yeah, Adam the Woo's approach to YouTubing is, you know, anytime somebody does a review channel or a commentary channel where they take someone else's videos and they do a commentary on it, or they review movies and they use a lot of movie clips and stuff like that, or they just, you know, take songs and throw in clips of songs, you're kind of asking for the drama to start. Because those companies can always come you for the imagery that you use, if it's copyrighted imagery, even if it was fair use. They can get upset about you using it and try to claim that it wasn't, and then you're embroiled in that kind of battle. But Adam the Woo, he is just like, everything that he does is just him. And you can tell that he does not want that kind of conflict so much that he went to VidCon. And he actually went to VidCon and did videos like around the city and didn't actually go in and participate a whole lot in VidCon. He even had like some videos from outside the building, you know, showing the fountains, the restaurants outside of VidCon. Just kind of like, I don't want to be in there. I don't want to be in the madness. I don't want to be in the drama. He's just like just tries to avoid drama and getting in trouble and anything like that. And so I kind of imagine that he's probably like a very, very talented introvert. And he just seems like the type of person that I would love to hang out with and just like go eat some honey buns with, or some cinnamon buns. Um, for some reason the chat keeps turning off. Where are we at? There, okay. Let's see, I remember what was that when they all went to Dollywood. Yes. Yeah, that was like right after. Did the chili cook-off, and then a bunch of them went and rode rides together and went into Dollywood. So they had like a whole series of videos that they all did together. It was like the biggest serendipity collaboration between the Smoky Mountain enthusiast YouTubers. Oh, we got 4 people now. Okay. Who is this? Zeron Rick. Oh, Ash, the comments will fade away, but will come back if you touch the screen. That's why they're fading out. Okay. You know what, Karen? That would explain why whenever I'm watching your live stream, I'm always seeing this, and now I'm doing it. So that's what you're doing. You're bringing the chats back up. So, okay. Okay, let's see. Zardonrick. It's good to see you in the live stream. Donrick. Okay. Zardonrick. I believe I'm pronouncing it right. Okay, good. Yes, you've been leaving a lot of really nice comments, and you're kind of a new subscriber too, and you're one of the few that's actually going back into my backlog and watching some videos from last year. And I kind of thought whenever I started YouTubing there would be a lot of people that do that, but there turns out to be a lot more people that just kind of like they'll subscribe and they just start watching the videos as they come out, which I can understand. I do that. But to find someone that actually enjoys my videos enough to go back and watch previous videos, that's a real honor. I really appreciate that. Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Danielle did as well, yes. Thank you, Danielle. I'm sorry you had to see episode 56. And that's not a recommendation. Guys, don't watch episode 56 until you've seen a few other vlogs to put it in context. Is this your first live stream? You know what? I've actually experimented with it a few times. My approach to the comments back in my first year was to just allow the questions to build up, and then just do a Q&A vlog dedicated to answering all those questions. And the way I did that is I did a live stream to try to draw in even more questions, and it came out to be like 35 minutes long, I think it was. And so that was really the first successful experiment I think I did with my live streaming. But since then, I tried to let the questions build up again, and I was like, I want you guys to give me some suggestions. I kept ending the vlog like that. And finally, somebody said, well, you keep telling us to give you suggestions and questions, but you're not answering any of them, and that's why you're not getting any more. It was kind of like that little knock on the head, like, hello, idiot, hello. You need to, if you want comments and questions, you've got to actually respond to the ones you do get. And ever since then, I've been trying to be more interactive with the comments. And I think it is paying off. Slowly, but it's starting to pay off. So, no, this isn't my first live stream. But I think this is my first live stream having 4 people that have actually stayed this long. So I appreciate that. Oh, Karen says I should probably do more live streams. Well, Karen, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to quite get to the quality of your live streams. Your live streams are always fun because it's like you're always staying like in some elaborate hotel or place like that, some $100 a night place, and you'll do your live stream and you'll walk around and show off us fancy shiny hotels. I don't. I've got fields and cheap campers and Walmarts. That's what I got. I don't have that. So that's a big part of the draw for you. I mean, that and your really genuine personality. Uh, yeah, the bowling one. That was the one I was like, whoa, what is this? It says something about Valentine's Day, and oh darn, it's Valentine's Day. So I found out from Karen that it was Valentine's Day. Of course, it didn't matter for me. I don't have any significant other. I guess I probably should have called my mom or something. I don't know. I love your cassettes. Cassettes. They remind me of my precious, which I miss from. Oh, my cat. Okay, Nestor. Oh, look! Hey! Yankee in the South is here! Look! Yankee in the South! Hey! Will and Don, they're in my live stream! Wow! Oh my goodness! Ah! Wow! Will and Don is in my live stream. Hello? Will and Don. Yes. We were just talking about you. We were talking about the first time that we met out at the Tomato Festival, the Granger County Tomato Festival in 2018, and you were over there taking a Steadicam gimbal shot of an antique tractor, and I just kind of walked up, and I had my camera rolling as I walked up and said, "Yeah, this gimbal right here, this is the kind that I want. When I hit 200 subscribers, I'm gonna go buy it. So that's an incentive to you guys to go get more subscribers." And he turns around like, "Who is this weirdo? What is it? What is?" But you weren't weirded out enough to just run away. You actually, found out who it was, and we exchanged information and did shout outs on each other's channel, like it did you any good. I think I had 100 subscribers. I got a lot of subscribers from you that day, so I appreciate that a lot. And I never did buy that gimbal, and I'm up to what 280 subscribers now, and I never did buy that 200 subscriber gimbal. Partly because, well, I saw your vlogs, Yankee in the South. I saw your vlogs where you were at that really fancy, touristy shopping strip, and you were trying to take videos inside of one of the stores, and they told you to leave because they didn't like the look of the gimbal. The gimbal just looked too bulky and professional, like you were going to be using, that footage for something, and they didn't like it. So it was like the gimbal adds a little bit of sketch factor that sometimes will get people to ask you to leave. And that's part of why I never bought one. So I feel like just the cell phone alone is very low profile, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do. You know what? Everybody keeps talking about Nestor. I think I should probably go over there and he's in the camper, so I have to walk through a dark area to get to him. But I should go. I'm gonna go get Nestor and let you guys see Nestor on the live stream. Oh wait, the camper's locked. I'm gonna have to try to unlock it one-handed. Stand by. Nestor's coming up. Okay, I got the key. Unlocking the padlock. Don't run off, guys. Okay. Got the padlock undone. Opening up the camper. Hold on. Oh, I'm glad I swept out the camper today. All right, here we go. Oh, there he is. There's Nestor. Let me put him down right here. Hey, Nestor. What do you say to all your fans out there? If you guys have been with me for a while, I got him the day after Mother's Day last year. So that he was a tiny little kitten then, so he's not even a year old yet. You guys got to see him grow up, right? So there he is, and he's got a new collar because he broke the last one. And this one, again, has got my phone number on it. So if he ever sneaks out of the camper or somehow slips out of my grip and runs out of the camper, that's a little extra chance that I'll be able to get him back. All right, let me go on back out. I can't close the door because it cuts off the 4G, so I won't be able to continue live streaming. No, he's not microchipped, because typically when an animal gets away, the first person to find them is a private resident, and a lot of them don't know about microchips, and they certainly don't have the equipment to scan for them. And so I found the most sure thing really is to just get a nice sturdy collar with a tag on it that's got a phone number, because everybody's got a cell phone and the ability to read a number. So that's what I do. Ash, didn't you have another cat besides Nestor? You know, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I had a cat named Loki. And about this time last year, there was an accident where I docked up at my aunt's house and plugged in the power, and she was like, she hadn't seen me in a while, and she was like, hey, come on in and visit for a little while. And I went in, and I was inside for about 45 minutes and came out, and the back of the camper, inside the camper, near the back doors, there had been a small fire that had started. And it was because I had an electric burner on the table, and I didn't realize that it was still plugged in and that it had vibrated off the table, and somehow the knob also vibrated on, and it was laid up against my drawing easel. And so it burned through the paper on the drawing easel, and spread up the back doors and melted the insulation off the ceiling in the camper. And by the time I had gotten out there, it had, filled the entire camper with smoke. And when I got the door open, it was too late. Loki was alive for a little while after that, and then anyway, that was hard to get over. I didn't get another cat for months. There was a few times I would go to animal shelters and pet the cats, and but I wouldn't get one. And then, like 4 months later, I think it was, I was at my parents' house, and my dad went to my grandmother's, which is his mother-in-law's, estate up in the mountains, the Tennessee mountains, and there was a barn cat that had a litter of kittens, and one of them looked much like Loki. He was still a kitten. He was only about 3 weeks old, and he had just barely started eating on his own. And Dad was like, I want that cat. He just put him in a box and brought him to me, and I was actually making a video at the time. I was putting together a Wii U that I had just pieced together, and my dad just shows up at the door of my camper and just hands me the box and walks off. This is your cat now. So, and I opened the box, and there's a video of that's on one of the vlogs, where I opened the box and Nestor stuck his head out for the first time. And yeah, so that's the whole drama behind my cat situation. I had a fire. That was my own fault in the camper. The cat, Loki, died from it. He was 9 years old at the time. And it's still hard to think about. And he died from that. And that's episode 56. If anybody's brave enough to go watch it, I wouldn't though. Seriously, you want to watch some of the happy vlogs to try to put that in context before you watch that one. Anyway. Yes. Sorry I went off on that tangent. Rick. I'm sorry. Hold on. Zardon Rick. That was the situation behind why my early videos I had a cat named Loki, and now I've got one looks just like it named Nestor. Oh, look at that. We've got a few more people that have joined. Who's this? Misfits and Dreamers. Misfits and Dreamers. Have I met you yet? Or were you somebody that I got to subscribe when I drew your picture? Hello, Zardon. Zardon. So if you know Zardon, you're probably somebody that came in from Will and Don's channel as well. My goodness, I get some of the best subscribers from Will and Don. Oh, Don the Mountain Man. Dang it, have I watched some of your videos? Seems like I have. Well, hello, Don the Mountain Man. I guess since I've got 7 people in here now, I should be paying more attention to the comments. Find out, is anybody, did anybody have any questions that they would want answered about my vlog or what I do for a living, or some suggestions or something you would like to see some more of on my videos? Will and Don, yes. Will and Don, are you guys still in here? I think they must have left. They are busy people. Oh, all part of the Yankee in the South group. Okay. Huh. So that's the trick, really, to having a successful live stream. Is just wait for Will and Don to have a live stream. Go on and say that you're going to start a live stream as soon as they sign off, and then start it right after they sign off. Because all of their wonderful, friendly subscribers will come over and watch yours for a little while. That's great. Winter weather advisory, Nikki, till 9 p.m. tomorrow. I don't think that applies to me, though. I'm still in Florida. That's probably... Let's see. Nikki. Let's see, who is Nikki? Nikki. Oh, there you go, Nikki. Nikki, who dat? Lucas. Brr. So you guys up in the Carolinas are getting some, getting some chill out there. Getting some cold weather coming in. Hey, Will. Let's see here. Upstate New York. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, are you guys still getting some of that aftermath from the polar vortex? Is that really still going on? Well, that made for some fun videos when they had people throwing boiling water into the air. Really cool stuff. Then there was that one guy that actually threw a cup of water right on his window and it froze to the window. That was cool. I wouldn't have wanted to live through it, though. Western North Carolina. Okay. Let's see, I think I've done when I first started off, I tried doing a few barbecue festivals in the Western North Carolina area and kind of gave up on it because I'm telling you, when people from Carolina go to their barbecue festivals, that's why they go. They go there to eat barbecue. They eat their barbecue, and they leave. They don't spend a whole lot of money on anything else. They take that name seriously. It's a barbecue festival. I'm here for the barbecue. Hi, Bob. Oh, Yankee in the South is still here. Man, I wish there was a way I could just get these comments to stay on. They keep fading out. Hi, Bob and Bonnie, Karen, Nikki, Dan. Hey, Will, be careful this week of rain coming through. 9 inches, up to 9 inches. Wow, I am so glad I am in Florida. That is That sounds miserable. 9 inches and freezing cold. Man. The North Carolina Apple Festival. Does that one go by any other name? I think I may have heard of it. Apple festivals are normally around October. And in October, I'm like in central Indiana most of the time. I do central Indiana, and then I'm probably going to do the North Carolina Mountain State Fair or the Dixie Classic Fair, which is around the Asheville area. So I'll be around North Carolina. I might not be at the actual Apple Festival, though. Labor Day week? Oh, Labor Day weekend, North Carolina. Labor Day weekend. I was thinking seriously about doing the Healesville Flea Market for Labor Day weekend, because thus far I have worked Marietta Square on Labor Day weekend, but that festival, they ended at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so I need something that's going to stay open later. And so there's the Healesville Flea Market. Now I know about this one. About how many people attend this Apple Festival, this North Carolina Apple Festival? Do you know about how many people? Oh, the Mountain State Fair, I'm probably going to be doing that one. That's one I've actually worked a few times. If you're talking about the North Carolina Mountain State Fair, that is. I think I've done that one a few times, and it's actually, that one's a good one. But that one is so expensive to buy a booth that you can't really make any money unless you're part of a team. And that just means that the owner of the business and the team foots the bill for the space, and then you just come in on a commission basis. For me, which is normally about 50%. Okay, yeah, North Carolina Mountain State Fair, very good fair. I like it. I'm trying to remember. Wasn't the Dixie Classic, but yeah, that's right. The North Carolina State Fair. The last time I worked it, I was down in the kids area, and I was right by a booth that was selling Krispy Kreme Krispy Kreme hamburgers. If you don't know what that is a fair food. Oh my goodness. It is a hamburger where the bottom and the top bun are Krispy Kreme donuts. You should check out Abbey Road on River and Louder and Life Music Festival. I love music festivals. I'm gonna have to look at that one now, because I mean, I do some country music festivals around the spring in Alabama, and let me tell you, there's something about music festivals. There's another one that I do in Athens, Georgia. I can bring in some money. I don't know if it's just because people are hearing live music and they just get in a good mood and they just feel like spending money, but that's my favorite thing to do, is music festivals. Let's see. Florida expects rain the first part of this week. Central Florida. That's going to be where I'm at. No. I'm heading up to North Florida for a little while. But then I'm heading down to Plant City. So I might get some of the tail end of that. The Spirit of the Swanee is a hard one to get into. That one, too. That one is like... It's in Live Oak, right by the fairgrounds where I do the Suwannee County Fair. And I was there one year when the two of them actually overlapped. And so I drove down there just to kind of get an assessment of things. And it's a very locked off area. It's one of these deals where it's, I think, 6 days long. But in order to go in there, you have to... I think it's like $150 for the whole time, and you buy a campsite spot, but they have so many rules against having electricity. I think they want to keep it very hippie, so it's very primitive, and it's very locked off, and they wouldn't even let me just walk in. I'm like, can I just park and walk in and take a look around, see how many people are there, if they look like they're spending money? I just want to do a visual assessment. They wouldn't even let me do that. And I haven't really been to a festival that is that expensive and locked off, and it just kind of made me wary. Like, should I really get into this? Because they wanted like $500-600 for their spot, and I was like, should I do it? Is it real? Because that would be a big loss if I put that much money and time into something and it didn't come back. Hello, Will and Don. Missed your live stream. I tuned in late. You guys were saying goodbye. Yes, Will and Don just finished their live stream, and Will and Don, you guys, wow, 5,000 subscribers. I am so jealous, man. You guys are doing so well. I don't know how you draw so many people in. I am so jealous. Of course, I don't manage my tags well, I'm going to be honest, and I only do YouTube. I don't do Snapchat or what is the other one? Snapchat and, well, I do a little bit of Facebook, but I don't do Snapchat or Instagram. Brain fart. Don't do Snapchat or Instagram yet. I don't know. Okay, yeah, there. Yeah, Danielle's like, Instagram. Now, Danielle has promised me that whenever I come out to the Live Oak Fair, she's going to tutor me on the use of Instagram. You remember that, right, Danielle? You still going to do it? I hope she is. It's supposed to be intuitive. The best social medias are intuitive, you would think, you know. Instagram and Twitter. Twitter, good grief, Twitter, I've heard the trickle down from so much drama that comes from Twitter. And a lot of people will say that the limitation of the characters makes it where you have to truncate everything you say so it is easily misunderstood. And it really fosters a lot of drama. And so that one does not appeal to me. I would really get into Instagram and Snapchat before I got into Twitter. Yeah, even Danielle, she does not understand Twitter at all. Twitter's been around for a long time too. It's just, it's a little long in the tooth, let's just say. Oh, so it joined because of Will and Don being on it. You know, that might explain exactly why Will and Don has got that 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. They probably leveraged their Instagram and Snapchat to drive people to their YouTube channel, which is a smart thing to do. Will and Don, man, you guys got it down. Y'all are going places. So, okay, then we've got somebody here that says don't tweet, but they like to read other people's tweets. That might be interesting to do. I can't find a number for the North Carolina Apple Festival, but it's up there. It's a huge crowd. Okay, so apparently you've been there, so you know there is a lot of people. I'm guessing if it's that big a deal, we're not talking hundreds of people, probably a few thousand, which is good. Next question is, how many years have they been doing it? Or is that something you can figure out? I could always figure it out on my own, so don't feel too pressured, but I would kind of like to know, how long has this North Carolina Apple Festival been running, and that kind of thing. 70 years! Oh my goodness. That's good. That's really good. Now that's a festival that's got some legs. That's got some management that knows what they're doing if they've kept it alive that long. Okay, so this one goes on the top of the priority list. I'm going to, as soon as I get a paperwork day, I'm going to research this one and start emailing them and find out if they've already got a caricaturist there. Maybe I can sneak on in, set up my booth, and make a few bucks. I like the interview you had with the man with those dogs. Was wondering if he would ever at Hershey Park. Oh, darn it, I forgot to ask that. Dang it, I'm sorry. I forgot. I forgot to ask that on the interview that I put on the on the vlog. But I did ask him in person. I did remember and ask him in person, and no, he has never performed in Hershey Park. He said, you know, he's got an act that I guess is probably similar to another comedy dog act. But no, he's never worked in Hershey Park. Oh, well, thank you so much. Let's see, the Harvey 5. The Harvey 5. Thank you so much for your subscription. And I'm trying to be more interactive in my comment section. So if you're ever watching a video and something you have any kind of burning question, just feel completely free to go ahead and put it in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer it as soon as I can. So I'm trying to be more outgoing and interactive in the comment section. Hi, Nikki and Karen. Who is Nikki and Karen? Let me look. Oh, there's. Well, I know Karen is Karen's Story. Nikki would be. Oh, Nikki Who Dat Lucas. That is a good name. Nikki Who Dat. Who Dat? Who Dat? I like that. Mine's just simply Ashtoons, which after I named the business Ashtoons, I realized if you take one O away, it becomes Ashton, as in Ashton Kutcher. And Google and YouTube tends to want to autocorrect it to Ashton. Causes a little confusion. And also there's a few other channels. They're kind of dead, but they were also called Ashtoons without the space. So there's a little confusion there. One day I'm going to have to go in and fix all this. Gotta beat them Saints. Let's see, Nikki, you're from Louisville, right? Hold on. Louisiana. You're from Louisiana, right? Okay. So, Nikki, are you from Louisiana? That's something I'd like to know. I've actually worked in Louisiana for a little while. Well, once. I did a barbecue festival there once. And after it was over, I had a few days. I had my choice of either going and seeing the city where Duck Dynasty was based out of, or going down to, what was that? Louisiana. That city in Louisiana that was flooded from Hurricane Katrina. Anyway, down there. I went down there instead of going to Duck Dynasty. I still kind of wonder what it would be like to go see the donut shop where the guys eat donuts on Duck Dynasty, or ate donuts on Duck Dynasty. Nikki is 35 minutes from Texas, and also 35 minutes from the Gulf. Sounds like a good location. I bet the Gulf fishing is not really as subject to bad weather, I think, than the Atlantic side. I did do some fishing off the Gulf side once. A lot more trigger out there. It didn't seem like the fish got quite as big. Good night, Bonnie and Bob. Bonnie and Bob. Yes. Wow, this is a record for me. I've never had 10 people in the chat before. If you guys are just coming in, feel free to go ahead and introduce yourself and let me know how you found out about my channel. If there's anybody here that did not find out about my channel from Yankee in the South, wow, I'm really riding their coattails. Appreciate everything they do for me. Unless there's a hurricane, of course. Yeah. Yep. Hurricane season for you guys is what? Like around September, I think? Is it September? Assigning some moderators for my chat? I have no idea what that is. Do I really need moderators at only 200 subscribers? 270? I don't know. How do you assign a moderator? This is something I'm going to have to look into. Alright, well, if I'm going to do a moderator... Oh, what about Dawn? The second channel is already here. Okay. Oh, starts in June. My goodness. Hurricane season starts a little earlier than I thought. Oh. June all the way to October. Man. I make money out here around the Panhandle, guys, but I don't think I could live here. It just like every few years, everything gets flattened by some tropical storm, hurricane, or tornado. Just rolls right through here. Ugh, couldn't live that way. Lister's mate! Look who it is, everybody! Lister's mate. Hey, Anthony, how you doing, big guy? Good to see you here. How have you been? How have you been? Lister is like really big on live streaming, and he's got some new apps that are really good for it, and he keeps sending me the links to them, saying, hey, download these apps and do this and get out and start live streaming more. And I keep saying, yeah, okay, whatever, and then forgetting about it, not doing it. And yeah, he's trying to get me more out there. Well, Lister, or Anthony, I just finished up at the Highlands County Fair in Sebring, Florida. Actually, yesterday. Yesterday, broke everything down. Everything ended yesterday. And today I've just been kind of wandering around the city and having a good time. I went over to Highland Hammock State Park and walked a boardwalk trail, and then I went and ate went to a restaurant called the Caddy Shack and had escargot for the first time. It's baked snells. All of that, of course, is going to be on the next vlog. So that's what I've been up to. How have you been? What have you been up to? Yeah. Get Vok. Okay, yes, I know I should get on there. I had somebody else recommend something called Mixer. Have you heard of that yet? It's supposed to be another live streaming program that's doing well. Nobody try to recommend TikTok. I am not getting on TikTok. I am too old for TikTok. TikTok is a kid's toy. So you have heard of Mixer. Yeah, I heard about it from kid that I was drawing that was like a teen. So given the choice, I think I would get on Get Vok. It was recommended by you, somebody that's closer to my age, than Mixer that was recommended by a kid. So they definitely have their own repertoire of apps that are just for them. And I do not want to try to get mixed up in all that. Lister, you're on TikTok? Here I was talking smack about TikTok, and then I found out you're what's the word for somebody that's on TikTok? Ticker? Talker? Talk? Whatever. A TikToker. Anyway, yes. I now that you're saying that, I actually do remember you telling me that earlier, that you were on TikTok, that you actually played with it. Okay. Okay, it's pronounced Get Vocal. Okay, get... Min brain didn't work, SimGrid. It's called Get Vocal, spelled V-O-K-L, vocal. Got it now. Now the question is we're getting close to an hour here, guys. So I am going to have to end the live stream soon. But the question is, do I leave this video up to be rewatched, or should I take it down? Well, I'm taking suggestions now. What do you guys say? Delete the video or leave it up? For you to do TikTok wouldn't be too good for you. You need to be more interactive, and Get Vocal would allow you to do that. Okay, that's fair enough, yeah. Okay, Karen says leave it up. Don says leave it up. Nick says leave it so they can see you do the live stream videos. Okay. And Danielle says leave it. The Mountain Man says leave up for at least a while. And then Zardon Rick says leave it up for reply for other viewer to watch. And then Yankee in the South, which I'm guessing the one that says it's what about Don is Don, and then Yankee in the South would be Will. Says leave it up for a week and then make a decision then. That I like. That, and yeah, and then Zardon Rick is kind of saying the same thing. Leave it up for a while. I'm going to need to be able to scroll back through and get the details about that North Carolina Apple Festival, too. Well, yeah, Lister, I understand it is content, but then again, somebody that's not in the live stream, just watching this straight without being able to interact, it would be a little boring. So to have an hour-long video up that's just me sitting under a street light, talking with people, it might hurt my channel a little bit if I left it up for longer than a week. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this up for a week or so and then take it down. Yeah. And then Karen's saying that it does show that I live stream from every once in a while. The last live stream that I left up, I was going to delete it. I'm not sure, still not sure exactly why I didn't. But there's a few live streams from the Appalachian Fair when I was actually drawing, and I was live streaming the drawing as it was being done. And I had a lot of people tell me they enjoyed watching it even after I had put it up. And it was no longer live. The chat will stay up, though. Okay. Okay. And so I never did delete that. And then there was another live stream that was the Columbia County Fair in Lake City, Florida. And I actually had Danielle was with me that day, and she actually held the camera by hand, and actually we did about 10 to 15 minutes of me making and drawing. And we only had like 1 or 2 people come into the live stream, and then so we just like ended it after that. And I never did delete that one either. But that one actually got a copyright strike. Yeah, that video, I never took it down because it wasn't like copyright claimed, but it was like some program went through and recognized that a song that was playing in the background, there was like a stage in the background that was starting a show, and they were playing, or it was either that or it was one of the rides, was playing a song to attract people in. And the program picked up that song in the background and recognized it as a copyrighted song and actually gave me a strike over it. So, and I was just like, What do you expect me to do? Just like completely blank out the audio on everything? Like when I'm walking through a grocery store and there's music playing over the PA? Do I need to just block out the audio then too? What? How do you avoid this stuff? Oh, it was the Tilt-A-Whirl? Is that what it was? That makes sense. Yeah, the Tilt-A-Whirl does play a lot of like pop songs that are definitely copyrighted. I'm not sure exactly how the ride company gets away with playing so much licensed music to draw people in, but hey, they're a fair. They don't care. So they use a lot of copyrighted imagery on the sides of their rides too, that I'm sure they never licensed out. As well as a bunch of knockoff toys that they sell as prizes. Well, they give them out as prizes. Not licensed. They're fairs. They work outside the law. uh, you know what? Yeah. I think I'll probably do that again. Yeah, because that did draw a few people in when I was doing the live streams, and I was just drawing. And then I actually found this guy that would do. You know how sometimes I'll do commentary videos where I just talk about like life lessons that I've learned. I found a guy that was doing that, but instead of the camera just like this, where it was on his face and he was just talking, it was on his hands as he was doing a drawing, and it really enhanced the video. And it wasn't like you were watching the drawing and not hearing what he was saying. The lesson and the story was coming through, and then you also had the visual appeal of seeing the drawing come to life. And after seeing that, I'm like, I need to do that. I need to do that. That looks like it would be a good video. Oh, we got a newcomer. Who are you? Let's see. Enjoy doing live streams as well. This is Crisco Domingo. Crisco Domingo. Okay, Crisco, introduce yourself. How did you find out about... Congrats again to Yankee. Oh, that's another one that it came over from Yankee in the South. Yes, Yankee in the South. Don the Mountain Man says, Night Dawn. Night Dan. It looks like a lot of people are signing out, going off for the night. And I need to too, because we are coming up to 59 minutes. Wow. Yes, I'm going to have to go ahead and end this. I've pretty much run out of things to talk about at this point anyway. More fans for you, Ash. You know what? I have a hard time thinking of you guys as fans. That just seems so dehumanizing, that word. Oh, they're just fans. I like to think of you guys more as followers, or somebody that actually just, or viewers. Viewing audience, I think. Viewing audience, I think, is the best term that I've come up with. I don't like fans. Yes, yes. Anthony, he's gonna keep on telling me this until I do it. You know what? I think, isn't there a way that we could like do a two-way, like what do they call that? A podcast style interview with the two of us on Get Vocal, and we could actually, because I like doing interviews. I've had a bunch of them on my channel just in person. But that would open up a lot of other opportunities to be able to do interviews with people from all over. You know, they don't have to be right here with me. If that was possible, I could do, you know, a picture-in-picture, I think is what it's called. Interview over Get Vocal. Is that a capability that it has? Oh, Anthony's a YouTuber from the Galax area, Galax, Virginia, and he's I think he said 1,700 subscribers on his channel, something like that. So, which is, I mean, he doesn't even really do a whole lot of editing. He just records stuff and puts it up as is. If there's like long blank spots, or it's just a, you know, an empty room, he'll chop those out. But yeah, he just, you know, if the camera picks it up, it goes on the channel. And he's got 1,700 subscribers. Yeah, Karen's story. That's very similar to your style there too. Now, if you guys didn't know, last time I was in, I did something called the Rowan County Fair last year, and I met with Anthony at a place called Mount Airy, North Carolina, which is what the Andy Griffin Show is based on. You can even hear the similarities in the name, Mount Airy, Mayberry. And if you walk around downtown Mount Airy, there's a lot of commemorative areas to the show. They have a snappy lunch, and there was that clip, the barber shop. They even have a mock-up of the courtroom and the jail cell where, what's that character's name? August or something was always being held in the jail cell. Anyway, I did a walkthrough of all of those areas, even the Andy Griffin Museum, and I had Anthony with me most of the time, and so the two of us did that together, and it made for some really cool dual vlogs, because he was vlogging, well, he was live streaming for a lot of that, and then I edited it into like a 2 15-minute vlogs. That was fun. Hopefully we can do another collaboration some point this year, Anthony. We can find something else to probably do something about the Blue Ridge Parkway or something like that. There it is. Otis. I was saying Ogus. Otis Campbell. Town drunk. Yes. Yeah, he was live streaming on Facebook while he was in Mayberry. Or Mount Airy. Same thing. I went back the next day and actually had a pork chop sandwich from Snappy Lunch. Boy, it was good. It was delish. I want to do that again. I don't know if I'll ever do the Rowan County Fair again, but wouldn't mind going back to Snappy Lunch. That was really good. Anyway, Anthony, does Get Vocal have the capability of doing a picture-in-picture type interview with two people in different areas? Is that something you've tried yet? Not sure what you mean. Oh, that's from Karen's story. Anthony, another app for doing a live stream with other people had to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. What? Wow. Wow. I don't know if I'm ever going to have that many subscribers. That might be a little unreasonable to ever expect out of this little country boy. Oh goodness, I don't even want to think about my birthday at this point. No, actually, I have a video that I'm preparing that I'm going to put out on my birthday, on my 38th birthday. You guys are hearing it here. All 8 people that are in the live stream. The video is going to be a pictorial video. I'm going to have illustrations to go along with it. And it's going to be, I think I've narrowed it down to 11 lessons that I wish I could go back and tell myself when I was a kid. And a couple of them are things that I actually did as a kid that I was proud of, that I would like to pass along. And each one of the lessons, I have an illustration to go with it. So it's going to be a good video. I'm going to try to hold it down under 15 minutes if I can. You know, if I remember right, the live stream on Facebook has a picture-in-picture capability. Karen, you would probably know about that. You seem to be kind of knowledgeable on live streaming programs. Is that something that Facebook is capable of doing? Yeah, because last year on my birthday, or it was either on my birthday or the day after my birthday, I did a video of 11 things that I will no longer apologize for, and that was really a popular video, and it would have been good if I had put some illustrations to go along with that one. But this year I'm going to pay homage to that with, 11 things that I did that I wish I could have told myself when I was a kid, and a few of them will be stuff that I did do as a kid that I thought were good decisions that I was proud of. And I wanted to pass those along. Oh, Facebook does have the picture-in-picture capability. And just about everybody has Facebook. So, realistically, if I wanted to get on a remote interview with someone, I could just use Facebook. Oh, okay. So you don't know a whole lot about YouTube. Huh. Could have fooled me. Seems like you've got a lot of people following you. Steamlabs is a good obs for live stream. Streamlabs. I will learn how to read one day. Streamlabs I have not heard of yet. Streamlabs. Alright. We'll take a look at that too. Yep. So, just so you guys know, at some of these slower festivals, when I come out on a weekday and I have to sit there for a few hours before I get the first customer, normally I'm editing videos during that time and surfing YouTube. But now that I've gotten a lot faster at editing and just getting stuff uploaded, I've started drawing in my sketchbook, drawings to go along with video ideas. And the one that I was talking about that's going to be for my birthday is one of them, but there are 2 more that I've already started drawings for. And so when I say the pictorial videos is something that I'm going to be doing a lot more going forward in the future, just trust me on that. You're going to be seeing that a lot, because that's something I'm getting a lot of positive feedback from. Everybody seems to really like that. Editing Ninja. That's what I should change my username to, right? Editing Ninja. I've heard of Streamlabs. You live stream on their platform, and it sends the broadcast to YouTube and Twitch. You can choose which one you want it to stream to, or just stream on there. That sounds really cool. Wow. Great, just have the drawings pop up when you're narrating, simple to get started. Whoa, cool. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm zooming in on them a little bit, just kind of panning around on them as part of, you know, breaking up some things and adding a little motion to the video through that. It's kind of like the what do they call that? Documentaries, when they show like those old black and white pictures, they like to zoom in on certain parts and zoom out and move around the drawing, you know, old pictures, you know, to add a little bit of motion to the static picture. So I'm taking that little, you know, technique and trying to incorporate it in there. So to be able to do actual illustration would be a little too hard for what I have. Thank you, Zardon Rick. It's always good to have a active viewer like you that actually leaves comments. Thank you for that. Oh, here we go. Get Vocal does allow you to stream to YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope. Periscope, that's one that I heard of a while back. My little brother was getting into that. They are looking into using Twitch as well. You just have to set the broadcast up and enter the stream key for each platform. Okay, so you like make an account on Periscope. I've already got one for Facebook and YouTube, and I could like live stream to all of them simultaneously? That would be like really cool. Twitch, oh goodness, Twitch. I think it's hard for me to imagine myself on Twitch. It seems like it's like dominated by Let's Players. Hey, I worked with Tim Reed last weekend at an event. We have something in common. Hey, you were okay. Did you mention that you watched my videos and stuff? That'd be cool to hear what was Tim's reply when you said, "Hey, I'm a subscriber on Ashtoons and I leave comments." I'd like to know what was his response if you told him that. Okay, so the live stream key. Exactly what is that? It's like password, something that, oh, yep, I told him. He said you're a nice guy. Oh, goodness. Yes, that sounds like Tim. That sounds like something Tim would say. Okay, looks like Will is signing out. Yes, Will, I know you were live streaming for a long time before this, and now I've kept you up for an extra hour. I apologize for that, but I thank you for coming on here and interacting with me on my little live stream trip and stumble attempt here. Really appreciate that. And once again, congratulations on the 5,000 subscribers, and I wish you guys only more subscribers and more subscribers as you go forward. And thank you for your videos. Very entertaining. Livestream key is a code that every platform uses. Code that every platform uses. Dude, don't down yourself for doing great. You're doing great. Okay. Well, thank you, Danielle. Good night, Will and Don. We'll be watching you again, and congratulations on your 5,000 subscribers. All right. Well, guys, I'm down to 6 people in the live stream, so I'm going to go ahead and call this one done as well. I will leave this video up for a total of 1 week and then delete it. I appreciate everybody that came on here and contributed to the live stream. And yeah, just keep watching Ashtoons the vlog. There will be much more of the fairs, the festivals, the Civil War monuments and battlefields, thrift store finds, movie reviews, flea markets. What else do I do? Story times, pictorials, unintentionally funny cooking videos, and much more. All coming at you. Love you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Good night, everyone.